What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to Look Who's Inside Again by Burnham. But before we get started, I just wanted to thank you all for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers on the channel. That's an awesome milestone, and I didn't think, we would get there so quickly. So, I really appreciate it. And if some of you have been watching who haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. It means a lot and it helps out a lot. But with all that being said, let's get into the reaction.
Trying to be funny and stuck in a room. There isn't much more to say about it. Can one be funny when stuck in a room?
I took a big fucking breath.
Trying to be funny and stuck in a room. There isn't much more to say about it. Can one be funny when stuck in a room? Being in, trying to get something out of it. Try making faces. Try telling jokes, making little sounds. Oh, I was a kid who was stuck in his room. There isn't much more to say about it when you're a kid and you're stuck in your room. You'll do any old shit to get out of it. Try making faces. Try telling jokes, making little sounds. Well, look who's inside again. Went out to look for a reason to hide again. Well, buddy, you found it. Now come out with your hands up. We've got you surrounded.
One more.
That song was that song was really sad, man. Just like it is very calming, very soothing in a way. But at the same time, I think Bo is telling a story about himself. I've known about Bo Burnham pretty much since the very beginning. Like when I was in high school, I remember like his song Boyo. And I remember like I learned that song and everything. Like I know all the lyrics. I probably still know all the lyrics to this day, but it was just like a fun little thing that, that was popular in my school, and like a lot of people knew the song and stuff. So this reminds me, this song is about him, and even like the little cuts in between where he's like, I took a big fucking breath and he had to restart, and then at the very end he's like, one more, or whatever he said. Like, that's just a peek into his perfectionism and how high of a standard he holds himself to. It sounded fine. He's trying to, make the best thing that he can. He holds himself to such a high standard. But the lyrics themselves, it's when you're a kid and you're stuck in your room, you'll do anything to get out of it. And I feel like, that was him way back in the day, right? He was in his room with his keyboard and his guitar, making all these different songs and jokes and everything, that he does. And he was probably just like a kid who wanted more. He didn't have anything to do, so he spent his time working on his comedy and trying to get out of his room, whether that be just, becoming famous, becoming, a comedian or producer or director, all these things that he is now. But then, he'll do anything to get out of it. And, like you said, there isn't much more to say about it. He was just a kid who was stuck in his room trying to get out, and he got out. But look at him now. He's inside again. Look who's inside again. So he did all these things, all of what he felt were meaningful things in the past. And, you know, he got out, he saw the world, the fame, everything, what it was like, and realized that that necessarily wasn't what he wanted. So he went back inside. He crawled back into, like, you know, the room he was stuck in. Whether that be because of the pandemic, whether that be because of his anxiety, because of his self-consciousness, and all of these things, his depression, he ended up going back inside after experiencing everything. So he's, you know, just that guy that's stuck in his room again. And I don't know what that last lyric meant. I think it was like, now come out with your hands up, we've got you surrounded. I mean, obviously, first time hearing that, you'd think like police, or for me, I think about, you know, that whole swatting trend there was several years back. You know, I don't think that that's what it is though. Maybe it's like, so like I said, he got out, he built a name for himself, he got recognized, famous, did all of these different things, but in the end ended up going back inside. And maybe that last lyric, come out with your hands up, we've got you surrounded, is all of the people who don't necessarily understand his anxiety, his problems, his depression. People are very selfish, right? So if they enjoy his content, and I hope that most people who do enjoy Bo Burnham's content, they realize, you know, kind of who he is as a person, and they are understanding of the stuff that he's going through. But, you know, there are a lot of people out there who's, you know, it just goes over their head. And so they're the ones who are saying like, you know, we need more content. What are you doing? Like, get over it. Come back outside, keep making the content that we want, that we like pay you for, or whatever. So maybe the come out with your hands up, we've got you surrounded thing is like, you know, he's back inside, and it's everybody who only really care about Bo because of the content he makes and what he like does for them. They don't care about how he's feeling or how he is as a person. They just want him to come back out and keep making that content and stuff, which, you know, Inside is kind of an answer to that. You know, it's kind of a response to that. So that's kind of what I got out of it. It's a really sad song, especially that last part. It really makes you feel for Bo, because he, you know, he went through this whole thing where he was a kid. He wanted fame and stardom and everything, and to do what he loved, which was comedy, and he did it and realized that it wasn't what made him happy. So he went back inside. But yeah, not much more to say about it, I don't think, really. I mean, the way that he recorded this song and played it and everything and shot it, it's I guess just a glimpse into, yeah, I don't know, you know, he's got his keyboard and his headset microphone. I think that's an Audio Technica. I actually used to have that. I used to have that same headset too. It's an Audio Technica one, plugged into the Scarlett with his MacBook, you know, kind of reminiscent of how he shot his videos as a kid. Obviously he didn't have fancy setup with microphone, all that stuff, but it was just him and his keyboard in a room, you know, and it's kind of the same thing, only a lot messier, which is maybe reminiscent of kind of how his life was then and how it is now, you know. And there was a very slow digital zoom too that he did like in post, during that last chorus, I guess, or that last hook or whatever, just kind of making it a little more intimate, I guess, and like just slowly like reeling you in more, and then he hits you with that punchline at the end. So really good song, really catchy. Another one where I wish that, you know, it would have been longer. Like he says, there's not much more to say about it. Maybe that's all he had to say, you know. It's sad though. But anyway, guys, I'm not sure how I rambled on that long about a 1-minute song, but there was the reaction. If I missed anything, totally possible, you know. As always, leave comments down below. I love hearing everything that you guys have to say about all these different videos and songs and stuff. So, but yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow for the next one.